when we get to the office, we want to make sure that we've gone over that with the homeowner or the office owner if you do an office complex, or the janitor that's over all of the offices or whatever, to be able to make sure that we understand the points that we're trying to hit. We convey that to them. We go over the whole process so yeah, they understand what they're doing. In this particular case, if you look at the desk, we have some papers and some stuff on here, a computer and a few things like that that we're going to want to be very careful about. We have a printer with an in basket, a few things like that. So you want to pay close attention to that. This particular office, we're just going to hit it with the 2, which is a 1200 part per million solution and all the touch points. And then we'll give it a real quick spray, but we're going to be very careful about all the papers that are out. If you can, you're going to want to put these papers away, whatever you can. We're going to go ahead and ask the office owner to put some of this stuff away so we don't get it wet. But make sure you go through the walkthrough and then make sure that you do things properly. We don't want anything ruined and we don't want any dissatisfied customers. So let's get started. Okay, so we want to hit these touch points. Anywhere on the desk is a good place to hit because you have people sitting on both sides of the desk. So we're going to go ahead and hit this whole desk area. We have a mouse here. We're just going to kind of go around the mouse. We're going to want to hit all of the touch points on the desk. As we do that, we're going to want to hit any door hardware, cabinet hardware, switches. We want to make sure that we came through and unplugged everything, and we can hit some of that stuff as well. You can go ahead and spray be very cautious about the material that you're spraying. If it's fabric, you can test it. But we're not going to leave this on long enough to really do too awfully much. So you're just going to want to kind of hit all of these areas. Anyone would sit, touch. We want to make sure we get all of those type of areas. Okay. Okay, after it's sat for 2 minutes, now we're ready to wipe. Again, using the microfiber towel, wiping in one direction and then pulling off of the surface. Just like that. Now we're going to come back with stage 2, which is the spray, and we'll go ahead and just really lightly mist this office, just to kind of hit the rest of the touch points, and then we'll talk a little bit about some of those delicates again. Okay, so when you do an office, the important fact on the office is because you've got some electronics, we've unplugged, we've done some stuff, but we want to make sure that we spray a little bit more in the air, and again, control the amount of product that's coming out. We just want that light layer like we had before on the product. So let's go ahead and get started. Now it doesn't take much to do that. We just want to get it a little bit damp, let it go ahead and sit and dry. This will take about 5 minutes to dry, then while we're waiting for that to dry, we'll get some of those delicate points like we talked about, and then we'll go ahead and set the office back up and turn it back over to the owner.